Hey, patron. I did a bad. I didn't make a video yesterday. I'm very regretful. I just slipped my mind. I was writing all day after my haircut. After my fancy dancy haircut. I'm really sorry. I fully meant to do one. I got a haircut, I sat in a coffee shop, and I wrote for hours. I worked all day long, writing this vegan video, and I am now, here's the script, okay? It's 8 pages on Google Docs, but it's longer than that because I have these red spots, which are video that, like, the actual video that I have pieced together in the timeline, and the other writing is just the hosting stuff. So it's probably we're getting around 20 minutes at this point. But I don't know when I finally put it together and edit it. Who knows? Could be longer. Could be shorter. It's a big one though. It's pretty massive, and I'm really liking how it's turning out. But it's hard to juggle it all in my mind. I had to step away, and I'm coming back to it today, and I'm working on the ending and how I want to conclude this thing, which is a challenge. Because I'm getting to the end, and I'm like, how do I explain what I'm going to do going forward, and what have I learned, and all this. But also, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't put in it yet. That, like, I got to the end, I'm like, oh, I'm at the end, and I haven't put in this or that. So now I'm going to figure out how to include as much of the things that I wanted to include as I can. I still have to drop in the sponsored spot as well, which I'm not sure where yet. I'll figure that out. But I think the sponsored part I'm going to drop in. I generally try not to be clever about it, about the sponsor. It's just like very straightforward. Like, this is a sponsor. I'll talk about the sponsor now. That part's over. Moving on. People tend to dislike it when you try to be clever, sneakily work in the sponsor. They think you're trying to pull one over on them. And in some cases, maybe you are. I always did it just because I thought it was fun and funny and clever. But turns out people don't like it so much. You just got to be straightforward. You got to be as honest. In general, whenever you're doing anything, you should just be as honest as possible. Or if you're not being honest, make it obvious that you're not being honest. If you're making a joke, make it obvious. Make your intentions clear. Don't try to hide them, because you will fail. And when you fail, it'll be so much worse than just saying what you mean and what you believe. That's the lesson for today. One of them, anyway. Who knows? I don't even know what the next lesson will be. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Working on finishing that. I got this haircut, and I'm very much liking it. I told him to cut the sides shorter. I've never gotten a haircut like this before, and I really like it. It makes the beard look bigger, and the beard was trimmed as well. And I still got that gray hair right there. The gray hair right there. Looking into cameras. I was talking about cameras in Monday's video, and people have their opinions, realizing that the Canon RP is not a good camera. After I read more about it, it is not a good camera, you guys. That was the camera I was thinking about getting. But then I started looking into the Canon R, which is a pretty good camera, but I've been doing a bunch of research about it. If I want to get a mirrorless 4K camera, that's not like super expensive. I mean, it's still somewhat expensive, but like not like the super professional. Actually, I don't even know if that's a thing, like a super professional mirrorless 4K. I don't know. I've never been much of a tech guy, but there's the three main competitors seem to be Sony A7 III, the Nikon Z6, and the Canon R. But the Canon R is probably not as good as those cameras, as far as I can tell, because it has like 4K, but it's cropped, so it's not really as good of 4K as the other two. And it's as expensive or more. However, it does have some good things going for it. And I already have a bunch of Canon lenses. So I may end up going with it anyway. because I don't want to have to buy a bunch of new lenses, incompatible lenses, even though you can get an adapter, I'm sure. Might not always work as well as you'd like it to. And when I look at the differences between them, yes, it probably is a worse camera. It has less features than the other ones, and a image that is not as good, technically. But if you look at the difference, it's not that big. For most people who don't care about cameras, it probably won't matter at all. I'm more interested in the practicality of it. It would be nice to have a bigger frame, but use the lenses I already have. With the flip-out screen, which is very convenient, much more convenient. It matters a lot to me to have that flip-out screen. It makes it a lot easier. And the other two, that Canon has that, and the other two don't. So, I don't know, might go with it. Maybe sell some older cameras, and if I end up, not liking it, or if Canon comes out with an updated camera that's even better, I can sell it. Maybe if someone wants to buy it, and buy a new one. Be fine. It'll be fine, guys. Everything's just fine. People get all wrapped up because I'm reading comments, like people hating on Canon or Sony or Nikon, mostly Canon. But I get it, yeah, but it's the feature, the difference is so, there's an obvious difference for the people who know cameras, but for anyone watching video, it's so minor. It doesn't matter that much to most people. I think sometimes we get wrapped up too much in things that don't necessarily matter, because really in the end, for me anyway, in the end the point is to express what I want to express in video form, and getting the point across effectively, entertainingly. Sometimes if you have a slightly more pixelated image, slightly less fidelity of an image, it's really not going to matter in the long run. I think what matters to me more is convenience and ease of use, so that I can get my points across. I hate saying it. I hate it. I hate when people say across. And I just said across. I didn't even know I say that. What? What's the matter with me? Anyway, say across however you like. That also doesn't matter. Language is fluid. Anyway, that's me. I know I've ranted about cameras for a long time, and I didn't mean to. Sorry. I do actually kind of. This is what I do now. I'm not editing these. I'm just sort of going off on rants and tangents and diatribes, and I'm kind of liking it. I'm liking the freeform nature of what I'm doing with these videos. I hope you like it too. It's a good exercise for me to be really comfortable just talking about whatever on camera being recorded. Something that I wasn't necessarily always good at because I rely on editing so much. I think it's helping me be more confident in my own thoughts, and I like it. So, rest of today, I'm going to be writing this video. Hopefully finish writing today. I really got to finish writing. I want to start shooting tomorrow, the hosting segments. Editing Friday. I'm not going to have it done. It's not going to be done this week like I wanted it to. It will definitely be done next week. But I'm going to have to edit it and then add in all these graphics. I don't even know what all the graphics are going to be while I'm editing. I'm just going to put in as many as I think of while I'm doing it. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Do that over there. That'd be cool. And it's going to be a big one. I'll be disappointed if it doesn't do, better than some of my previous videos that were in between, like the challenge videos. I'll be disappointed if it's just like subpar views. I'll be really disappointed because I've worked on it for so long. But it doesn't have to go viral. That's fine. If it doesn't go viral, I'll be okay. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of it so far. I think it's going to be a good one. Anyway, this is a car. It has a trunk. Ada was playing with it, so she knows how to do the elephant sound. When she sees an elephant, she goes. She was playing with this, and she went. Because I think she thought it looked like an elephant's trunk, which is weird because it is a trunk. I don't know what's going on in that genius mind of hers. She can also say faucet, and she says dada a lot now. Oh my God, my heart when she sees me and she says dada. It's the best feeling in the world, you guys. The best. That's about it for now. See you tomorrow. I'll try not to be a dingus and not upload a video. Also, you shouldn't be a dingus. Don't be a dingus.